Hello everybody, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News, third and possible final video of the day. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day to you guys out there. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals and patreon.com/Dave Neal for behind-the-scenes bonus content, insider tea, things like that. Every afternoon, Bachelor Rush Hour, you know where to find it. Link in the comment section for the hit podcast, which brings together all of the day's news that you don't need, but we're going to be here for you. And over the weekend, or maybe on Friday actually, yeah, I believe it was Friday, we covered the Nick Viall engagement to Natalie Joy. She said yes. Well, he has since released their engagement video. We'll play that. But first, let's listen to Nick describing in his last podcast that he was planning on proposing. So he said, when you watch this, I'll have had proposed. I hope she had said yes. He banked on it, and he was right. Have a watch.
I think I'm probably engaged today.
This is so exciting.
I don't know. Well, we're recording this.
Unless something has gone horrifically wrong.
Yeah. I'm proposing on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. So
No,
6 days.
Monday.
So soon. No, he means in terms of just
Today-
like
today's Tuesday.
giving people a little
episodes.
peek behind the curtain.
Sorry.
I see.
Yeah.
Today, when
For
we're
us,
recording it, it's Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
He's proposing in 2 days. This episode will go live.
6 days
On
from
the
now.
Monday.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Now that we're all up to speed, tell us about your engagement.
I mean,
Well, do you want to make any like predictions now about
whether
like
she says yes or not.
Will there be tongues touching?
or like
Ugh.
are there any do you think you're gonna cry? Do you think she's gonna cry?
Oh yeah.
Key to proposing is make sure your woman is fed. You don't want to be proposing on an empty stomach. They might say no. They might be hungry. Get them a pistachio.
Yeah.
Both people gonna cry. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Natalie's for sure gonna cry.
Yeah.
I'll probably I'm worse than her
Yeah.
about that stuff.
I
Yeah.
think
Is it gonna be like the TikTok she posted where you had the roses, but instead of laughter, it's just gonna be tears between the two of you?
So yeah, I'll tease a little bit how I plan on doing this,
Great.
and then we'll figure out. I'm sure with Natalie talking about the actual moment and whether I executed on it. But my plan is, and I was like home alone. I know Natalie was out with some friends, and I was in the hot tub by myself watching
Nice.
TV, and it just like I was like thinking about like how
Hot tub by yourself. This sounds like a dream.
how do I do this,
Mhm.
right? All Natalie has expressed to me is like she definitely would like it documented in some way, for memories or whatever, And we have obviously some friends who are videographers, and so like we're lucky to like be able to like take advantage of that. And then like I've always wanted it to be like a surprise. I don't want to do like a whole like, hey, we're getting engaged today.
I like your shirt.
Like, how do you do that? How do you plan a situation where you film it and it's like this beautiful space while simultaneously surprising them, like, as opposed to just like.
Well, and something you've also thought through that I think is impressive and other people need to take notes is you've thought through what do I tell her it is so that she
has
looks
her nails
right.
done.
But like glam, wardrobe, like you,
Yeah, well, so yeah,
you don't
that-
want her in sweatpants.
So this is very smart. Yeah, you got to be like, honey, I need you to get your nails done. Why do you need my nails done? Well, we're going to a premiere, like that type of deal.
That's the
Yeah.
yeah. So like she wants to document it. And I know she would want to look her best. So we often get invited to stuff, events, premieres, stuff. We're lucky and privileged to get invited to fun events around town. And my PR team will often like, hey, this is an event and whatever. And depending on the event, depending how fancy it is or what it is, once in a while, Natalie will treat herself to glam, where she will hire a makeup artist and whatever, do her hair. If there's like a red carpet, knowing that these photos will be distributed. I don't do a good job with that, but she always looks good in photos. And sometimes I wish I would have glammed, but knowing that she'd probably want to get glam for this, like I was like, how do I do that? So I came up with this idea to fake an event. And so we faked.
Every good proposal has to start with a lie. You got to lie to them. We're going to this, wear that. No, prepare, whatever. It's just, that's how it works. You got to prove to them you can lie to their face.
The flyer. Thank you, Tom Hanks, by the way. So I'll plug Tom Hanks' new movie. Tom Hanks has a new movie called A Man Named Otto. It's like they had a limited release over the holidays, and like the premieres like this. I think this coming Friday, I think it is.
Great.
So like they look to see like we wanted it to be like believable and shit, and so we made like a flyer, this little flyer.
At Canva Pro, if you are trying to
Maybe,
plan
yeah.
a proposal.
At Canva Pro.
Code VIALL.
So I had to think of an event of like that might be cool that we could go to, and like so you and a guest have been invited to attend a special screening of A Man Called Otto with special guest Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is allegedly going to be there.
Tom Hanks doesn't even know what a great role he's playing in your engagement.
Yeah, thank you, Tom Hanks. Location to be shared upon RSVP. Cocktail attire. So we had to like,
Yeah.
what would you want to wear? Not too fancy, so we had to think about all that. And then I had this thought, what's this like, well, when I propose, like I want to like be able to like get it all out because I know I'll be super emotional and all that stuff. And so I had this idea of like, what if I just like recorded like a message to her and then at the end propose, right? So the idea is, we found this.
It's kind of like an art museum screening.
Okay, so let's just go right to the video. So that's Nick's setup for it. Now let's watch. I'm going to play for you guys the Instagram reel that Nick put out. That is the produced version of how the engagement went. I have to let you guys know, I have to talk over it in certain areas because it's copywritten, which means I already tried to record this once, but what it means is if I share it in its unedited form, it'll just get blocked on YouTube. So the only way I can share this on YouTube in its copywritten form is if I kind of talk us through it. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so let's listen to it right now. So here it is.
Thanks for going to a special screening of A Man Called Otto with Tom Hanks. Unfortunately, we don't get to meet Tom Hanks. She'll walk into a video of me sharing my feelings because I won't be able to get through it in person. Then I will walk down some stairs and propose.
Okay, so then they cut the music and then she comes in and then she notices she's not at a Tom Hanks screening and she sees that it's a Nick Viall screening.
Most loving, most
He
generous,
says, you're beautiful, you're loving,
hysterically funny person I know.
funniest
Can't wait to start a family with
person.
you.
No, funniest person, no. He's
It's
crying.
unreal to me that you get to be the mother of my children.
He said he's excited that she gets to be the mother of his children.
I love you.
And he loves her. And then he walks down the stairs. He gets down on the knee. They ramp the music up. Why don't you place your hand on me? And they do the thing with Brilliant Earth, 5-carat diamond. I don't mean to make light of this. It's just, we're going to talk our way through it here. She goes, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Can you believe it? So there they are. Dips them, tongues, bingo. There it is. Sassy, flip the finger. I said yes. There it is. She had the manicure ready. Perfect.
Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Okay, we're talking.
She said she'll never recover, ever. And there they are. She gets to show the ring to her friends. Can you believe it? I said, yes, I did it. We did it. Yay, we're in love. All that fun stuff. Good thing. The families there, all that. Friends, kissing, celebrities, people we don't really know, but maybe look familiar. That's celebrity, folks. I think I know him, but I don't really know him. If you ain't Tom Hanks, you're just a B-lister, which is fine. Any list is good for me. I mean, they're there. That's it, folks. There you have it. So that's how it went down. Comments from people. Oh, my gee, this is beautiful. Charlene says, casually weeping. Nick says, a glimpse into the best night of our lives. Here's to the beginning of forever. And there they are, folks. And let's go back to see if he revealed anything else about how he had planned to do it, as, of course, we know it was a big success.
Right. And so we found this really cool place. And these people were great. They've been great. We haven't done it yet, but it's Create Studios in Venice, and then it's like a kind of an art warehouse space.
They've been fabulous. I overheard your call on speakerphone with them. They were like, "We have champagne ready for you. We're going to source
They've been great.
this."
So shout out to them. Thank you for helping make my day hopefully special. Again, I haven't done it yet, so knock on wood.
My anxiety is like, and I know this won't happen, but my anxiety is like, what if she feels under the weather, and then you have to like pressure her, be like, you need to come to this, and she's like upset. She's like, you're not respecting the fact that I can't.
It's like I don't need to make Tom Hanks. You go, something like that. Yeah.
What if she's like, I do, but where's Tom Hanks? Where's the castaway? We need to know where Tom Hanks is. Gotta love Tom Hanks. He's a good celebrity to use because there's nothing problematic that's ever going to come out about Tom Hanks. Knock on wood. It can't be like in the 90s where it's like, I played this R. Kelly song. It's like, oh, hold on, you know what I mean? Or whatever, the way you make me feel, some, MJ, whatever. All right, so either way, look, hey, it was great. As far as the dismount goes, if I were to rate this proposal, it's, let's assume there's no 10 out of 10. Let's assume that there's never perfection. It's in the 9s. Yeah, it's a great proposal. It was a good job, of course. They had their friends and family there, and of course, they were able to capture the moment. I know some of you, because we always have haters, will be like, why do they have to record it? It's all for clout. Yeah, your proposal and engagement story is like the one time where like you get unfiltered, just nonstop love. It's a chance to share it with the world and share these moments, and you only get so many of them. And of course, Nick's had a storied public sort of tribulation, if you will, going from previous proposal trying to figure it all out, and it didn't work out, and he thinks he's got his one and she does, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? We should all be happy. There's no need to have negative energy with regards to this. And this is personally where I find people have a hard time with sort of like comprehension, where we'll criticize maybe the way he conducted an interview or a question with somebody or something hypocritical, whatever, as you do. We can call that out, but still wish someone well and wish them a happy marriage and a happy life. I think we should all share in that. I would hope anyone who's a fan of my channel also is a fan of people sharing their love. And we got to see a moment here where Nick really was, breaking down and emotional. And it just goes to show that just because we see someone and maybe he's like the analytical type, he's the type that will maybe overanalyze. And as he said, kind of be the pessimistic type who's like, oh, is this even going to work out? Are we, all the different issues with age gaps and things that they've openly discussed over the years. They take all that, they weigh it, and they say, we still want each other. And I think that's a good thing. That could possibly make the relationship stronger than it already was. So good luck to them. We're going to be following, obviously, whatever the wedding planning is. You'd have to think it would be a pretty big deal in the Bachelor world. And, don't expect an invite for sure. But, hey, if Tom Hanks is there, maybe I will be. All right, folks. Well, that's it for me today. Go to Bachelor Rush Hour to check out the afternoon podcast for your rush hour drive home. We'll be back tomorrow with more content, and we'll talk to you then. Bye, everybody.